On the cusp of the postseason, and you know it can, the atmosphere changes as you get closer and you get closer. What are the telltale signs of its approach?
Fans start coming out. They start wearing the colors. You get to see more and more people at the ballpark. It just becomes a more livelier place. And I think that's, when you come to a ballpark and there's 4,000 people and you come to the ballpark and there's 40,000 people, no matter what kind of day you had, you still want to go out there and perform. And I think when you have, like I said, 40,000 people, there's nothing like it.
MLB's coverage of baseball on the show brings us to the home of the Braves, Truist Park. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Yonny Chirinos gets the call for Game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age.
Ball four, take the minute. PC! He's out!
So now here is Tyson Randolph looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Acuna over at second. Ozuna at first. 2 out in the inning. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their...
Now that ball's hit well, deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Number 26 for him on the season as the Braves have opened up a 3-0 lead.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Juan Soto to the plate now. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance.
Hey, all right, here we go now.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Now in the box, Tyson Randolph. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
First pitch of the AB now.
Nope. Ball one.
Hey, good eye, huh?
Counts 1-0.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
Now the 1-0. Ripped down the first base line. Bell scoops it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in next, Tyson Randolph. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Another look to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Acuna leads off first with one away.
Come on, buddy.
Hit down the third base line. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. Throw into third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Now it'll be Tyson Randolph, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Randolph.
From the stretch. Right-hander against right-hander, as this is a ball 1-0.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 3 runs already home here. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
Do something with it. Let's go.
The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Robles waits on it. And the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We're through 6 full. It's the Braves 7 and the Nationals nothing. And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts one at bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
Into right field, that's a base hit.
Man, I thought this at-bat was over. Down 0-2. He's able to work himself back into a hitter's count, 2-2, and he's able to find a knockout there.
Your attention, please. Pinch hitting for Washington. Number 0, Tieranen. The Shoe.
High and deep to straightaway right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Now at the plate, here is Trey Turner. He went down on strikes last time up.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Randolph is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Here now is Juan Soto, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And the pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 7-0 shutout final score tonight. The Braves posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Yonny Chirinos hangs win number 11 on his line. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
They left 11 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base.
Now from Truist Park, just about set for baseball from Cobb County, Georgia. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves.
And now, your 2023
Major League Baseball on the Show
Atlanta
is next.
Braves.
Jameson Taillon will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So now into the box is Rafael Devers. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Randolph is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Nationals leave 1, and now the Braves will get their initial shot here. No score. Next, it'll be Tyson Randolph. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one.
Randolph.
First pitch of the AB on its way. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
Here comes the 1-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch inside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Now here's a fly ball, well hit, racing back the right fielder, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone, a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field, and that is 27 for him on the year, and it's given Atlanta a 2-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's
Ready to take his hacks again, Tyson Randolph lasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
And that's been the entire offense so far in this one. They've been shut down other than that.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Walton leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Driving, let's go. Right here.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rafael Devers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into right field, that's a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Randolph is there, and he'll bring this one in. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Striding in is Victor Robles, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Soto, the runner at third. Devers at second with 2 gone. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder, still ranging back. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow! 3-run home run down the line in right. 8th home run on the season for him as the Nationals claim a 3-2 lead.
See, I just don't understand that. He had an open base and could have pitched around him, but they challenged him and lost big time. That is one costly decision.
So here now's the pitcher, Seth Romero. He'll begin things here against Jamison Tyone.
Seth Romero.
High fly ball out to deep right field. Racing back, the right fielder gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season, and it's given the Nats a 4-2 lead.
You don't see this very often off of this starting pitcher. This guy's not used to giving up some bombs, so I'm sure that'll be a wake-up call, and he'll start throwing some better pitches.
Stepping up is Tyson Randolph, singled in his last at-bat.
Tyson Randolph.
First pitch on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Come on, big guy.
The 2-1.
Got to find a way to get back in his zone. I know you're in danger of losing both to walks, but certainly don't miss over the heart of the plate and have this guy gap one, or even worse, hit a 2-run homer.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit to short. There's one. Out. Over to Bell for the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2 ball.
And now Garrett Cooper,
Up
who
next
dropped
for
a
Washington.
sacrifice bunt in his last plate appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sac bunt perfectly.
And that'll get down for a 2-out single.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
So next to hit is Juan Soto. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Turner at second, Sims on at first with 2 down. Lifted in the air to right field. And the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Nats leave a pair, but they still lead this one 4-2. Wander Suero gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 51, Wander.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Tyson Randolph.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
Tying
Run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. The 1-2.
Let's go now, one time.
High in the air out to center field. Robles waits on it. 1 down. And now here is Tyson Randolph. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second?
And he just keeps on going and going. That's save number 35 for the season. And he's proven to be as reliable as anyone in the game.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Washington Nationals took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Seth Romero gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Brad Hand earns the save out of the bullpen, his 35th of the campaign. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com. From Cobb County, Georgia, we're live inside Truist Park. Today, we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Washington Nationals and the Atlanta Braves. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Max Fried gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
Digging in next, Garrett Cooper, and he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. Hit the other way out toward right field. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. So stepping in is Tyson Randolph. It's been a good series for him so far at the plate with 5 runs batted in on 4 hits.
Now one pitch right here.
first pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal a series right here.
Hey, like your can up there.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Robles is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Into the box, Rafael Devers. His prior history in this matchup, he's 2 for 4. Swing and a liner. But an atom ball right to him for the first out. Stepping in once again is Tyson Randolph. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now the pitch.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
This is foul right side.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So next to bat will be Tyson Randolph, grounded out in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he nails him at third. Great throw. Braves strand 1. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. So here is Tyson Randolph. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses, ball 2.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Line drive base hit into the left center field gap. And this will bang up against the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the 6th inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load.
Next to hit is Tyson Randolph. He doubled his last time up.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat.
Hey, let her rip one time.
Fouled off.
See it, drive it like you can. Let's go.
Now the 1-1 pitch. into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Simmons rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they push their lead to 3 now.
Hey, attaboy, nice hit.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And now for Washington, Juan Soto. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Sims, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. This is pulled into right, and that's in there, base hit. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Well, I understand they need to try and make things happen, but when you're down on the scoreboard, you cannot afford to make outs on the base pass, especially at third.
Ready now is Josh Bell for his career in this matchup. He's 1 for 5. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Yep, just another successful day at the office for these guys. But this one has a little bit of added significance, as that's win number 82 for them on the year, so they're assured of finishing the season with a winning record.
A 1-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. Atlanta rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Max Fried earns his 12th victory in the ball game, turning in 8 1/3 of quality work. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
On 5 hits, no errors. They left 15 runners on base.
A coach draws a player's attention to a recent trend in his numbers.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of 2 division leaders between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. With Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between 2 teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These 2 teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
Taijuan Walker, a right-hander out of Louisiana, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
You know, Matt, the results always haven't been good with Taijuan Walker, and I have a slogan with Taijuan Walker. I'm going to give up on Taijuan Walker when he gives up on himself. A big...
So here's Jeff McNeil. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading up for the Mets, the second baseman, number 6.
Here it comes. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. Two first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. So one out and nobody aboard, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Next up for New York, Dominic Smith, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Down in order go the Mets, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He comes into this one hoping for a late season push toward moving up near the top of that RBI leaderboard.
Hey, you know, D-Row, RBIs don't tell the entire story, but this guy's second in the league right now in runs batted in. He's a pretty good offensive player.
Well, I want to write the next chapter to that story, Dan, because if I'm second in RBIs right now, I'm feeling pretty frisky about my season.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Charging in is Santander, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Now to the plate, Kyle Lewis. First pitch on the way. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Batting 6.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. And stepping in, Tyson Randolph. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Ball 1. Popped him up. McNeil ranging into shallow right, and he tracks it down. Nice play. Pitch on the way. Francisco Lindor is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Lays off the screwball there, ruled a strike. 1-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Throw to first is in time for the first out. Next for the Mets, James McCann. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
Santander is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Taijuan Walker. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Playing 11.
Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Next to stand in is Tyson Randolph. Flew out last time up. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll be back in standing up. Now here's the first offering. And that misses for ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
To short. He's right there. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Braves lead it 2-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Offense needs to get going right here. You want to try and tighten up this game a little bit before it starts to get into that territory where you're going to start seeing the back end of each bullpen.
And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2. And the screwball got him swinging. 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. So here's Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch on the way.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
A ball and a strike now. Now a ball line softly here toward the right side, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
3-2 now. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice 2-bagger.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. And he fouls this one off. From the stretch. Screwball. Tough pitch to lay off of with 2 strikes, but he's worked it full 3-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So here's Pete Alonso, and on the first pitch he grounds foul. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Tough spot to hit here as a hitter. You have a base open, so you have to almost be trying to think like the pitcher. Is he going to try to pitch around me, or is he going to come in the strike zone?
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Kiermaier at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. Got him with the screwball, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in will be Kyle Lewis. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lays off 1-0. Ball hit out to Albies at second base. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first in time. 1 away. Next up, J.D. Davis struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Bounced weakly near the plate. Foul ball, strike 2. Another one sent foul.
They put him away.
Trying to send him packing for the second time.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. J.D. Davis becomes out number 2 this inning. So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Now to the plate, here is James McCann. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
2-2 to the Mets catcher. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there to try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Luis Guillorme will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Count even now at 1-1. VR might try to make a play on it, and this is going to be a foul ball. The 1-1 misses down below the knees. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. Hopped up. VR into foul territory, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And it's fouled away. And And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. It's the Braves 2 and the Mets nothing. So in now is the Atlanta pitcher, Tyson Randolph. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Yeah, that looked like an auto take right there, just trying to measure up this pitcher's stuff.
Down and away, ball 1. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Kiermaier on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that means Kevin Kiermaier will hit next.
The right fielder, Kevin.
And there's a line drive base hit to left field. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Yeah, Matt, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
Dominic Smith is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job, and now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Very weakly on the ground. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Kiermaier gets his lead at first, nobody out. 1-2 to Dominic Smith.
1-2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Another 1-2 delivery. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th. And with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ball 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him. Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Out in front of it, strike 1. 1st and 2nd now, 1 man out. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he's got these hitters in the proverbial rocking chair right here, pushing the throttle and pulling it. Nice change of speeds.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
J.D. Davis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled off. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 2 left for the Mets. They trail it here 3-0. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And now a pitch on the way.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. And another foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And with the year winding down, you can see he currently leads the NL in that department. Next to hit, James McCann. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. And he lays off there 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Looks like he's got a good feel for that two-seam fastball this far into the game. He's used it really effectively tonight.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch.
Great job right there. Scrambling a nasty breaking ball off the plate.
Screwball, but he lays off, and now the count evens at 2-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Under it now is Simmons to take it in for out number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Danny Henderson gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Popped up.
Henderson.
Full extension, but he can't make the catch. That's strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Acuna coming in, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point, and he fouls this one off. Working for the punch-out and the offering. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Still down 3-0. Next up is Tyson Randolph, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Now the first pitch. A 1 count. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Albies stands at second with 2 gone. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Right guy, right spot. Clutch up now.
Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
There's a ball into right center field. That's going to be a base hit. Albies rounds the corner and is headed home. Play at the plate, and he's out. A great throw. 1 left for Atlanta. They lead it 3-0. Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Another 2-2 offering. struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Now batting. The left
To the
fielder,
plate now, Dominic Smith. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Slider laid off for a ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Turned on, but it's wide of first and foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Dribbled down the third baseline. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Now at the plate, Pete Alonso. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one. Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
The Mets down to their final strike. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tried.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the 1st inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. Atlanta host road win number 40 on the year. Tyson Randolph earns a league best 17th victory and recording 16 strikeouts along the way. Taijuan Walker pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today, a matchup of a pair of first-place teams between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets.
And now,
with Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between 2 teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These 2 teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
Noah Syndergaard gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This will be interesting. This guy won the NL Cy Young Award last year. He's a solid pitcher, Matt. And one of the things he does, he throws the ball into the strike zone, and he's not afraid of contact. Solid pitcher.
So now into the box is Tyson Randolph, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Atlanta, the right fielder, number 32.
Now the first pitch. And we are underway here in Flushing as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, we're looking at a team that's playing some pretty good baseball right now. Through the first 5 games of this homestand, 4-1 and looking for some bigger and better things.
Yeah, we had a chance to sit down.
So here's Jeff McNeil. He topped out in his first trip.
6.
This one's flared off to the right side. Albies ranging into the outfield. He can't get to it. This one's down. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
So the next to bat will be Kevin Kiermaier. His career numbers in this matchup, he's a .333 hitter.
Kiermaier.
Yeah, we got 2 down now.
Comes set, the 0-1. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're one pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make one bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Randolph gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. 3 innings complete. Mets out in front, 1-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Tyson Randolph.
Tyson Randolph.
Now the pitch. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Kiermaier coming on. He can't get there as it falls in.
We take a look at the numbers up to this point. You see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tyson Randolph singled in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. No balls and 1 strike.
Hey, have a rest like you can. Here you go.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. Again, a 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close. And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Leading off the inning, it'll be Tyson Randolph as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
This is the part of the game where I think we really start seeing what teams are made of, both in terms of battling back, showing some resiliency, and in terms of knowing how to play with the lead, locking down that W.
Now the 1-0 gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Kiermaier to the track. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season, and they cut the gap here. It's now 6-4.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can Hey, this was a pretty tightly played game. Got a little bit of everything in this one. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching, and defense in certain spots. This one was a fun one to watch.
6-4 the outcome today. The New York Mets used a nice fifth inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Noah Syndergaard earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season. Edwin Diaz records the save, his 41st of the year. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Thank you for your continued support and remind you to please get home safely.
And a welcome to Citi Field, New York's National League ballpark in Flushing, Queens. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and today we've got a division matchup between two teams certainly setting their sights on October as we get deeper into the back half of the season, guys.
That's right, Matty. These two teams both figure to be fighting each other and the rest of the league down the stretch for postseason positioning. There's still a good amount of time left in this season, but this is when each game takes on a little added significance because the races, they're starting to take shape a little bit. This one ought to be a good litmus test for both of these clubs.
Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Next, here is Tyson Randolph. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. A man at third with one away. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, well, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps.
And that is going to be a base hit that chases home our first run as the Braves take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, not an easy thing to do early against this good pitcher, D-Roll. Base hit and a 1-0 lead right away.
As an offense, they talked about this, wanting to get to this guy early before he settles in. When they grab their gloves to go out on defense, they know they got a lead on it.
Last half of the second set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Pete Alonso. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. Gone into the upper tank. A solo shot down the line in right. Home run number 37 on the year as the Mets have come back to tie things at 1.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered again.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Tyson Randolph. He delivered an RBI single in his last trip. Inside with what looked like the slurve, 1-0.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A ball and a strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3.
Let's go.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. And he lays off again, ball 3.
Here we go. This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Our score remains 2-1. Now into the box, Jose Barrios will begin things here against Jamison Tyone. High in the air out towards shallow right. And one gone now in the New York third. So 2 down and a runner at first, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. And he pops it up, drifting just beyond the infield. Albies is there, and the side is retired. Mets leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Pete Alonso.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home fourth. As we check out the top Mets in that department, you can currently see he's 3rd best on the ball club. Now to bat, Tyson Randolph. A potential tying run for him at 3rd base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Oh, and he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
I understand wanting to be aggressive, but I also understand that you can occasionally be foolish. That's a foolish swing right there. This guy's been struggling to find the zone, and you might have just bailed him out.
Let's go, kid. One time right here.
The set and the 1-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little.
And now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
2 ways to look at this.
Next, it'll be Jose Barrios. He flew out in his last AB.
Jose Barrios.
Heading out towards shallow right. Randolph is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Pete Alonso will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Hit the other way out toward right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from 2nd? At the plate now is Tyson Randolph. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. He's set and the pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Down the first baseline. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Still 2-2.
Hey, tee it up and drive.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and it's fouled away. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second, and he is out on the tag. Next to dig in, Tomas Nido. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. 3-2 pitch. This one skied out toward right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Luis Guillorme. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus stuff.
Up next, Tyson Randolph. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First delivery to him. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
There's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one.
Please. Pinch hitting for the Mets, number 6.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. Alonso is on his way home, and a relay home, but not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1.
All right, here we go. RBI base hit to cut the lead in half, get the crowd going. You can feel the energy rising. Maybe that leads to an offensive explosion. We'll see.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Atlanta Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Dino Velasquez wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Diego Castillo wraps it up for the save, his 43rd of the campaign. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The Mets, thank you.
Ken, we've seen how the fans are taking to this young star. What about the veteran players around him? I'm so curious. How do they react to a rising star in their midst? What's the vibe around him in the cage during batting practice?
Well, the vibe is that everybody wants to see this young man hit. I think that's the thing. Like, you know, you see the veterans, if they come out early, because usually the veterans, you know, they come out, you know, late in the BP. But if they know that this is a young man that is taking steps in the right direction and growing the game, they want to come out and see him because, you know, we're all fans first. It's not like, you know, we're not, you know, we're there to compete. But, you know, when you see a guy that's special, you want to see him.
Thanks for watching the Tieranen YouTube channel. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified on when new content is available. Let me know below what you think. Roast me for how terrible I am. And don't forget to follow me on my socials to keep track of when I'm live. Once again, thanks for watching. See you next time on the Tieranen YouTube channel.